Ekin-su is an absolute disgrace and a hypocrite. I don't know why Grace didn't throw that bitch right in the pool. Love Island All Stars, Wednesday the 5th of February. Cast your mind back, just to last week, when Curtis was chose by Danielle to spend the night with. Think of how Ekin-su reacted. Remember how she reacted when Elma told her that they were touching hands? Oh my god, it was the end of the fucking world. Remember how she reacted when him and Danielle were speaking at the fire pit and she was away crying to Ronnie? Let's not forget her reaction when Danielle chose him. It was so fucking dramatic. Now, let's imagine, just for a second, that Curtis, Danielle and Grace were on the Sun Loungers, and Grace thought to herself, you know what, they two aren't going to get a chance to speak because Ekin-su will fucking lose her shit. I'm going to leave them alone to have a chat. Then if she went over and lay with Luca, and every time somebody went up to lie next to them, she's like, oh, come over, and being so obvious. And she's like, oh, the two of them need to chat because she won't like it if she sees them. What do you think would have happened if Ekin-su found out that she'd done that? She would have went fucking mental. So why was it alright for her? Why does she decide that she's the queen of the villa and she gets to decide who speaks to everybody? She's a fucking bitch. Now, while I think that Luca does have a right to speak to Sammy, it's not up to fucking Queen Ekin-su, queen of the villa. I literally can't stand her. Then, Luca went and told Grace what happened because I think he was a bit scared, and I think he thought she's going to find out what's happening, somebody's got to go and tell her. And she was like, alright, okay, like, calm as fuck. How did she stay calm in that situation? She was more annoyed that Sammy was asking questions about, if I'd have been here 3 weeks ago, what do you think would have happened? I don't think that the information sunk into her head that Ekin-su was trying to give them time to chat behind her back. Whereas if she had have separated the thoughts that she had about him and Sammy from her mind, she would have realised that Ekin-su's a complete fucking cunt. I 100% would have lost my shit at Ekin-su. And every time a bombshell came in from now on, I'd be trying to set her and Curtis up. I left a comment in somebody else's video about it last night, and they were saying that they think that Ekin-su's doing this because she's always got to find a way to get herself into an episode. And some other people are saying that she's trying to split up Luke and Grace because they've been together since the start, and she wants to be on top. She wants to split them up so that her and Curtis are the fucking king and queen of the castle. During the recoupling last night, they paired up Chugs and Danielle and Sammy and Luca, and I knew it was so obvious that they were going to pair Luca and Sammy up together. I didn't even vote because I thought, I don't even want anything to do with this. It's obviously going to happen anyway. But then Grace seemed to be understanding towards Luca, and she was saying there was nothing else she could have done. Like, she wasn't angry at him because it wasn't his fault, but she was then saying, oh, why would the public pair them up? They must see something between them or whatever. But she's been on Love Island before and she's watched Love Island, so she knows that the public are only voting for the drama. That's the whole reason that they put the two of them together. In a way, I kind of feel sorry for Luca, but at the same time I don't, because if you genuinely like somebody and then somebody else hot walks in, you'll maybe think either good looking, but I'm with my partner and I'm not interested. That's how I would be anyway. But I feel as if he doesn't really like Grace as much as he's saying, because it wouldn't matter how hot a woman was, he would not be showing any interest. He would say, aye, I messaged you before, but things have changed now and me and Grace are really getting on, and that's the end of it. I also think that Luca is a shitebag because he didn't even address Ekin-su's actions. He should have sat her down and says, how would you feel if I did that to Curtis? I wouldn't be happy if a bombshell came in here and you were doing that with him and Grace. So why did you think that it was your job to give us time to talk? If we wanted to talk, we'd pull each other for a chat. But for whatever reason in there, people don't want to start any conflict with Ekin-su. Couldn't be me. Ekin-su acts like a bitch, and then when she's called out about it, she doesn't like it. Like at the Vegas night when Ron had to pick like the bitchiest islander or whatever, and he kissed her. And she was like, oh, you've picked the wrong person. Like, you're acting like a bitch. You're a complete fucking cunt. I can't stand her. And see, up until now, I actually thought, do you know what, she's just a bit dramatic. Like, I don't hate her. But then after her actions last night, she can just fucking take an actual fuck to herself. And listen, it's not as if I'm a Grace fan, but It was just so fucking hypocritical and two-faced for her to do that. But then you've got the other girls in the villa as well, who are like friends with Sam, and they're like, oh, you've got to go for what you like, and you've got to do this and that. But that wasn't the case when Curtis was showing an interest in Danielle. He was all the fucking dicks and pricks under the sun. But when it's a girl that's doing it, it's like, oh, go for it, babe, girl power. Oh, you're a bombshell, do your stuff. But if a guy does that, it's a fucking different story. They're all fucking hypocrites. Anyway, let me know what you thought of last night's episode, but the first chance I get to vote her out, I'm taking it. I'll see you again tonight. Bye.